Hey guys, I'm going to introduce 3 all-natural substances that you can use to effectively combat any type of sleeping problems that you have, whether that's just insomnia in general, or if you've had a sudden diet change and now you're suffering from insomnia. So I will explain to you why they work and how they work, but first I'll introduce them to you. Melatonin, Valerian Root, liquid form, and the almighty Magnesium. These are so benign, but they are very, very effective. So to explain to you why you have insomnia, especially if you have had a sudden diet change, once you strip away all those starches and those sugars, our bodies are not spiking the insulin in the same way that it used to. The insulin that is produced whenever that blood sugar spikes up, that's the sweet stuff in your blood. Whenever that creeps up, melatonin is produced, and that's the hormone that helps us sleep. So considering that fact, if you went from a high carb to a low carb diet, or even went onto a keto diet, or just strictly went completely sugar-free. I suffered from insomnia for a little over a week after I went from a keto diet to a completely sugar-free diet. Like, I eliminated sugar alcohols and everything, because a lot of those sugar alcohols is kind of tricky and they can still spike it up. And then my body has adapted. So don't worry, you guys. If you do this and you sustain that strict diet change, your body will overcome that deficiency and it'll start producing melatonin naturally. You just have to supplement it in the interim. I took a total of 10 milligrams during the first week. Then I went down to 5 milligrams for the second week, and by then I didn't need any more supplements. It's fine if you combine this synergistically, which means combining together melatonin with the valerian root and the magnesium. They're all safe to combine. You don't have to worry about that. If your body is not lacking melatonin, and you give it 10 milligrams, you could have that next day hangover, so to speak, where you kind of feel like you're in a fog. So I knew my body was definitely lacking melatonin, because 10 milligrams, I normally would feel like I was in a slight fog with 5, but 10, I didn't even feel it. And after 5 to 7 days, I just titrated it down, went to 5 milligrams, and then 5 to 7 days later, I said I'm gonna try it without it, and I was perfectly fine. So melatonin is a great supplement. If you do have that next day hangover though, try lower dose. They have it in 3 milligram dosages. They have it in a lot lower dosages. While you go from a high carb and you do these sudden diet changes, you're probably going to need a higher dosage. The valerian root, I use it anytime I'm having sleep problems. If I just have a lot on my mind, or I'm just, for whatever reason, struggling to go to sleep. Valerian root is great. It's liquid form, and I take 5 droplets and put it right underneath my tongue. It acts quickly, it's very effective, and this is something that people use in order to help wean off someone who's addicted to sleeping pills. So you have to consider that it does affect the GABA receptors. If you're not familiar with that and you don't know what the GABA receptors are, just know there are controlled substances out there that are called benzodiazepines, and they work on that GABA receptor. So that means it has the potential to be addictive if you take it long term. There aren't really any reports and studies that show valerian root being addictive, and considering you're using it to get people off of an addictive substance and transition them into something that's a lot safer alternative, it's just the risk is there. So I want to make sure you know about the risk, but I wouldn't be concerned about it. I just wouldn't want to take it on an everyday basis. Try to use it more as a supplement whenever you're struggling to sleep. Or if you're having that keto insomnia or huge dietary changes. So the sesquiterpenes in the valerian root are the active compound that make it work. And that's what makes it so effective. Great, guys, I'm telling you. Huge advocate of this stuff. Magnesium is the other, and it just helps to relax your body. It helps to relieve muscle aches, inflammation, joint pain, and all of these things are great. And you can still have all of these safely and effectively with a glass of wine or two. You're not going to affect your respiratory drive, which means it's not going to affect how you're breathing. It's not going to affect your liver. So you can take these and drink a glass of wine or two. That's perfectly fine. On another note, if you really are struggling and you still have taken all of these things, meditation, guided meditation is incredible. I'm a huge proponent of it. And on the nights where I feel like I can't get my mind to stop racing, I'll get on to one of my favorite workout apps and I'll use a guided meditation, and just doing that deep breathing, it really helps to calm your mind and calm your body so that you can get a restful night's sleep. Sleep is so important. If we want to get the fitness results that we want, your body cannot heal and recover and build muscle if we don't have rest. That's whenever it's repairing itself. So it's essential that we get rest. And if you need all natural supplements to try to help you transition, or you need guided meditation to help calm your mind and bring you to a restful place, that is great, as long as you're getting there naturally. I know that they offer all these prescription drugs and all of these very highly addictive sleeping medications, but these are great alternatives, guys. And Valerian Root is a great alternative if you are addicted to something, and it can help affect your body and the same way, especially Ambien. I'm telling you, it is a great supplement to transition someone who's been addicted to Ambien. But message me, let me know if you have any questions. I would love to help, and look forward to giving you guys more tips soon.